Hey there guys, Panobi here bringing you Pokemon Narrated Wi-Fi battle. In fact, there's actually 4 battles in this video, all of which are versus Cote1616pb. Gosh, the repetition's getting to me. Anyway, hopefully you guys enjoyed. Like if you did, warning, this video gets fucking bananas because it is 4 battles in one video. If you recall me uploading my adherence match versus Cote, I said there'd be more matches like that, really funky matches. The first 3 of these games are all 1v1s. We bring a random Pokemon and we just see how it goes. So you can see I'm leading with, my only Pokemon is Electrode and his is with JUMPLUFF. This is really sped up just because I want to make these 3 first battles really fast. Now, I have Substitute on this frickin' Electrode. Why did I not go for it? For some crazy reason, I went for Thunderbolt. I don't know. What was I doing? But I let him get a Leech Seed on me and put me to sleep, so I'm dumb. But that's pretty smart / fucked up of you, Cote, to bring a sleep user on a 1v1 battle. But whatever, noob. So, second battle, I'm using a KYOGRE, and he's using a Tyranitar. So his T-Tar is actually Scarfed, and I kind of thought that it would be. That's why I don't go for a Dragon Dance, because it's actually a Dragon Dance Resto Chesto KYOGRE. I'm just going to go for 2 Waterfalls and kill him, because his first Stone Edge missed. So, he won the first battle where I should have used Sub. I won the second battle where he should have. He missed a Stone Edge. So this is the epic conclusion. I have a Sharpedo. He has a Shedinja. He obviously has the Focus Sash. I go for the Crunch. But thankfully, because I'm a Rough Skin Sharpedo, because this is Gen 4, he's going to die to Rough Skin because he has 1 HP. So, alright guys, Panobi here bringing you the real battle. Those are just 3 fun 1v1 battles that I had. Hopefully you guys really enjoyed them. Like this video if you do enjoy. And yeah, this is a response to a comment that I made on his video. He said, heard that 100% correct, so much hacks in your favor. So apparently, I hacked him over in this battle. But as you can see, I posted a little thing there. We're going to play a game called How Many Times Can Panobi, or many times can I, get Parahaxed? So I lead off with my Skype Life, my Wobbuffet go for the Charm. I thought that he would go for a status move first. That's the reason I charmed him, thinking he would not go straight for the X-Scissor. But now I'm going to switch into my Balloons! My Darkrai, because I can obviously put him to sleep and he'll die with the bad dreams, or if he wants to switch out, he'll let me get sleep on whatever I want. So he lets me put that to sleep because he didn't realize that I had the bad dreams ability. He didn't really, we're both really new to Ubers. We both don't really play Ubers, so that's kind of the reasoning there. But I thought that his Kyogre would be Scarfed, considering that he brought it in versus my Darkrai, although Darkrai is fairly flimsy and Kyogre isn't. So I go to my Blissey to stop that, and then I'm going to double switch back to Balloons, predicting his switch. So that was a pretty good play on my part. Just going to go for the Substitute here, because this is actually a Sub-Pataya Darkrai. Now, I made this team a very long time ago, but it's Sub-Pataya with a Dark Void, Nasty Plot, and Dark Pulse. Now, normally you do not want to have a stat increasing move on a poke that only has 1 move, because it's really easy for it to get walled. So perhaps I should have had Focus Blast coupled with Dark Pulse and not used Nasty Plot. But regardless, it's actually working out pretty effectively here, since I managed to do over half to a Crest, not including lefties. Now, because I didn't think another Dark Pulse would be able to kill, I just go for the Dark Void here. I actually kind of thought that he would switch, but whatever. So now I'm just going to sub on his switch now, knowing that he's either going to switch, or if he opts to stay in, obviously he's asleep, so I can take advantage of that situation and get a free substitute. He goes into Dialga, not really sure what he wants to do, but obviously it is going to be able to resist my Dark Pulse, and it has good special defense, so it's not going to do jack diddly balls even with the stat increase. So the fact that I don't have leftovers is kind of making me get dwindled down here, but it's not really a big deal. I just kind of wanted to get a big dent into his team, which I definitely was able to do, especially considering that I got rid of his Shedinja. So now I go into my Atkins fail to take his special move. Not really sure which special move he wants to go for. He is going to predict the switch and just go for Draco Meteor, which was a pretty good play on his part. But now I'm predicting an Earthquake or a Outrage, thinking that he's probably a mixed Dialga, considering that he has Thunder, so he's probably offensive, and most offensive Dialgas are mixed from my experience. So I go into my fucking Winging It, my max defense Calm Mind Lugia. So I'm just going to go for a Calm Mind. Not really sure if he wants to switch or not, but it's not really going to matter because setting up Calm Mind is going to work really well. I'm going to predict him to go for the Trick Room since I saw Trick Room with his Cresselia, I believe, already at this stage, and even if I didn't, I was sure he'd go for at least some sort of support move. So I'm able to set up a second Calm Mind and then just roost out after he goes for the Explosion, which was pretty predictable, but he did decide just to go for it, thinking that I wouldn't expect the Explosion right there, or whatever the case may be. So now he brings in this Heracross, which I know I can easily take out with a Psychic, and considering that I'm max specially defensive, I am going to be able to take a Stone Edge, especially considering that Stone Edge is not Stab. And he was probably some sort of sub-bulk upset or something, because I think Banded might have been able to kill, but maybe I'm underestimating Lugia's awesomeness. So he's going to go for a Thunder, and he's going to get the Parahax. So this is the beginning of our little game, I guess, of how many times can I get Parahaxed. I'm just going to go for the Roost, and that's going to be 1. He's going to go for a second Thunder, I guess hoping for a crit, but that's not going to be the case. Or maybe to get me low enough so that I'd hopefully be in range of his Outrage kill. So he's going to go for the Outrage here, but luckily for me it is not going to be able to kill. Not sure if that's min-max damage variations. Not sure if he got max damage or if he got min damage, in which case I got a little bit lucky. So he's going to go for the second Outrage here, obviously because he's locked into it, while I proceed to just go ahead and roost off the damage again. And as I already covered, I'm a max physically defensive Lugia, so I am able to take those hits pretty well. So I believe I'm still at 1 Parahax. Just going to go for the Calm Mind, knowing that it'll let me take his Thunders better, and if he switches out, you know, it'll let me take those hits better, and it'll give me better damage output. So there's going to be my second Parahax. We both get Leftovers, Recovery, etc. He's trying to wake up his Crest while I'm just setting up Calm Minds on it, because even if he has the Ice Beam, I know that I can easily set up on it. So that's going to be my third Parahax, I believe, right there. He's going to go for the Ice Beam. That's going to be my fourth Parahax. I obviously sped this up because I don't want to make you sit through a stall war. He's going to go for the Ice Beam. I'm going to get my fifth Parahax. We're both getting Recovery, etc., etc. He's going to go for the Ice Beam, hoping for a crit. I'm going to get my sixth Parahax. Etc., etc. He's going to go for the Ice Beam. I'm going to go for the Calm Mind, just continuing to set up on this Crest and to wear out his light screen because I don't want to start attacking until that's gone. And I'm going to get my 8th Parahax. Hopefully I'm not losing count here. He's going to set up a Reflect. I'm not really sure why, because obviously I'm a special attacker with Calm Mind. I'm going to get my 9th Parahax. He's going to just keep going for the Ice Beam, hoping to get the crit, and now I'm going to fire off an Ice Beam of my own since my only other move is Psychic, considering that I obviously have Roost and etc., etc. So going for the Ice Beam now, it's doing a pretty good chunk on this Crest. I should be able to win this even if he gets a crit, as long as he doesn't get like 2 crits in a row or something like that. I'm still at full health considering lefties. He's going to switch out to his DIALGA, which is especially defensive and can hopefully take the Ice Beam a little bit better. I think he was hoping I'd get Parahax at that stage. He really has no chance other than extreme hacks. So he goes for the Outrage, and he's going to get a critical hit. I'm going to go for the Ice Beam, and I do believe I get a critical hit of my own. So hacks starting to come back into my court, my side of the field, whatever. So he's just going to go for the Thunder. It's going to hit, and I'm going to go for the Roost, just because I don't feel comfortable being at low health, especially when I might get the Parahax, considering how many Parahax I've gotten already. So he's just going to go for the Thunder again, hoping for the crit, really all he can hope for, while I just proceed to go for the Psychic, which may or may not take him out, considering that I'm at plus like a bajillion. But no, because of Kyogre's natural bulk, he is going to be able to survive that, which further backs up the fact that I switched out with Darkrai. So yeah, there's my 10th Parahax, I do believe. And at this stage, it's pretty obvious that he doesn't have any out for my Lugia, so I do believe I'm actually going to be able to finish the game off there, or with whatever else he brings in. So that's pretty much going to be a good game, Cote. Hopefully you guys all enjoyed. There was like 10 Parahacks. Let me know if you think I got hacked. And yeah, that's about it for the video. Check out Cote. He's a really awesome guy. Makes some awesome videos. Hopefully you guys had fun watching all these crazy ass battles. They're not really the standard sort of thing that I normally do, but 1v1s and Ubers and adherence, I think it just adds a little bit of a mix to it. So hopefully you guys agree. And yeah, like if you enjoy, catch you guys later.